Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new pick a card reading. Today we're going to be looking at what is your person realizing about you and this connection. Now, this could be that you're watching for your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush, and you may be getting to that point where you want them to have certain realizations. You want them to open their eyes to certain things because maybe things have been very blocked lately. So we're going to take a look at, are they having any realizations? And if so, what are they? So if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. Thank you so much for joining me here. It is my absolute passion and purpose to be doing these readings for you. But I do want to say that these readings are not to keep you hooked on a particular person. I will never ever condone that you take bad or poor treatment from anybody. So if you're in that position where you've been waiting for years for this person to get their shit together, then I highly suggest that you move on because you deserve better. So these readings are for those of you who are at that point where you want to make a decision. Of course, you love this person, you have a deep connection with them. There might be certain blocks or challenges, and you just want to know what is going on in the energies so you can come to that decision. Now, sometimes you can come to it from a general reading. Other times you really do need that personal reading where we can go deep on you and your person specifically, right? So again, I just want to say that if you have been disrespected by this person, if they have ghosted you, treated you poorly, then I highly recommend that you turn your gaze inward and work on loving yourself more and knowing that you deserve more. And if you've been waiting around forever, sometimes I read this in the comments, and when I get a chance, I do respond. I usually respond saying it's time for you to move on. Take this opportunity to love yourself and know that you deserve better. Okay, so like I said, these readings are for those of you who are in that place where, you know, you've been experiencing issues with your person and you just need that clarity to make the decision and to truly understand where you fall. Like, you know, what is it that you truly want once you understand the situation? So this is a general reading. Be gentle with yourself. Not everything may resonate. Take what doesn't, leave the rest. But if you're at that position, like I said, where you just want clarity on your situation because you might just be emotionally exhausted, you might feel very heartbroken, and you just want to know. So in that case, I do recommend that private reading. And I love doing live readings because I get to see your beautiful face on video call. They are the most transformative and powerful. I do offer those, as well as offering video recorded readings. So you can go to livetarot.com/readings and take a look at my reading menu. So go ahead and take a deep breath. See which of these you feel most intuitively guided to. You can pick from group number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can pick them all and take the messages that work for you. So for group number 1, we have last quarter moon in Libra. Make time for self-love. For group number 2, we have embrace the flow of life, full moon in Gemini. And for group number 3, we have keep your heart open, first quarter moon in Libra. So go ahead and make your selection, and we'll get started here with group number 1. All right, my beautiful group 2 that chose make time for self-love. Let's see, what is your person realizing about you? So we're going to start with your tarot, and then we will open up these oracle cards for you. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So I think one of the most powerful things that your person is realizing about you right now is that they really want to build something here with you, something that is real, something that feels solid. Because I feel like up till now, there's a sense of heartbreak with this Three of Swords energy, that maybe what you guys have been experiencing, what you guys have been going through, keeps feeling unstable. It just feels like it's on, it's off, it's up, it's down, it's here, it's there. I feel like this Seven of Pentacles energy is a very earthy, grounding energy. It is what is really about planting seeds in the ground and watching them grow into a harvest. So this is a very grounding energy, and I'm very glad that it came here as the central energy of what your person is realizing, because I think the Three of Swords is the opposite of that energy. Like, it's very much in the head. It's very much like, you know, constantly being betrayed by your own thoughts. I feel like this person, they're realizing that a lot of the ways in which things have gone down between the two of you have been because maybe you or them or both of you have been too much in your head. Too much in your head. Your thoughts, both of you on both sides sometimes, are really coming in the way. They are the block. It's the limiting thoughts. It's that, you know, those nasty thoughts in your head that say, hey, you know, this is not going to work out. You're not worthy. You're not good enough for this. This is going to end eventually. I can't make you happy. Eventually I will disappoint you. So maybe it's better that I not put in too much effort, because if I gave you my best, it still wouldn't be good enough. I'll eventually let you down. And there's just so much of that, you know, very kind of negativity that seems to be rolling and causing a lot of heartbreak. But that heartbreak is really, again, coming from the toxic thoughts. And so I feel like your person is realizing that the only way out of this Three of Swords energy is to get out of your heads and be more grounded in, okay, what is it that we're trying to build here? What is it that we're trying to create here? Maybe we need to get out of our heads and be much more grounded in the fact that, you know, we can step by step build something solid. And I feel like this person, they're trying to come towards you in a more stable way. I think that there's, like I said, there's been a lot of instability, and I feel like they're trying to shift that energy so they can maybe show you that they can be more down to earth, that they can be more practical. I feel like this person has also maybe, you know, not followed through on things that they said they would, or they said that there are certain actions that they want to take, but then they never actually took those actions. And I think that goes back to that swords energy, which is like, in their head it sounds good, right? It sounds right, but then when it comes to actually doing something about it, for some reason there's a disconnect there. And that again goes back to not being grounded in your reality. That goes back to being so in your head that when it comes to the actual real action that you need to take to back up your words, you're not doing that. You're not planting the seeds of trust. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is also a lot about your person realizing that maybe at some point, to some degree, you don't trust them, but they have trained you that way. It's not that you didn't want to trust them. their behavior, or maybe their lack of behavior, their lack of supporting you, being there for you when you need them to be, following through on what they said, that lack is making you feel like you can't fully trust them. And so again, I feel like this person is realizing that they're going to have to plant seeds of trust in your mind and in your heart. And that is why they are wanting to come towards you with this Knight of Cups energy. Now, this is not the fastest moving energy, but it is slow, steady, and it's about building up the trust. They know, I feel that they know that, you know, they're not going to win over your trust overnight. They know that it's going to take time. That's why they're coming at you with a more, to me, this is more of like a, I'm not going to just, you know, rush in and sweep you off your feet and make more promises I can't keep. Instead, I'm going to, you know, slow down my pace. I'm going to speak only when I know that I can deliver on my promises. I want to offer you my cup of love, which I do. I'm going to offer you my love every day, but I'm not going to expect that you are going to trust me. That I know is going to take time, but I'm willing to put in that time. Okay, reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. Okay, so that's the other thing that they have realized about you. That you have a light in you, group one, that shines very bright. Okay, so this person cannot deny that. Like they can't look past that. There is a light that comes from you that is really, really bright, and that truly does affect them, even though they may not show it on the outside as much. I'm sure they've told you they love you. I'm sure they've told you that you're an amazing person, but I feel like there's something even deeper. There's layers that are deeper to that. And I feel like it's like you have also become a bit of a light that illuminates or adds light to this road that you guys are on. And I feel like this person wants to reach this beautiful destination with you. Look at this castle. I just love how beautiful that is. It reminds me of like the Disney, the Magic Kingdom castle. But see how there's this road here? It's like you have to get down that road. You have to make your way to where you wish to go. And so I feel like this person is becoming much more clear on where is it that they wish to go. They're realizing that they're going to have to become very clear on what path the two of you are on and where do you want to end up. And that once you agree on that, they have to be a light too. I think they're realizing that you alone, group one, can't just bear the burden of being the light bearer. You alone can't be the one who is carrying the light. They have to take part in that. It's something you have to do together. And when you both shine your lights brightly together with each other and for each other, that's when you will reach the destination of where you want this relationship to go. And I feel like that's going to become really important in the coming time period. See, face your fears, release the power of fear. So they're also realizing that, you know, maybe some of the reasons why they haven't, with that Three of Swords, they're in their head a lot. I feel like there is also a fear of heartbreak. You see the Three Swords in this person's chest, right? There's always a fear that you're not going to be good enough, that you're going to drop the ball, that you're going to disappoint, that you're not going to be able to make the other person happy. And there is a deep-seated fear there. And they're realizing that it's time for them to face that fear, that nobody is perfect. Nobody's ever going to act perfect all the time. And that a relationship is something that you have to negotiate every day, right? That, you know, they don't have to place like these huge burdens on their back that they have to be perfect and romantic all the time and, you know, not ever be, you know, grumpy and not ever be cranky and, you know, always, you know, kind of give this kind of like perfection vibe, you know, that's the only way to make sure that you won't leave them. That's the only way to make sure that everything is a success. I think those are those irrational fears that they do have, and they're trying to also work through. They're realizing that you can't just live like that, right? Like you have to allow each other to be yourselves. You have to allow your weaknesses to come out. You can't always just be hiding behind, these are my strengths. These are, okay, I don't have any weaknesses. You do. We all do. And so I feel like they're also realizing that it's time to now set a course of action. Know where you wish to go, have a plan and the right direction. Okay, so I feel like your person is very much wanting to bring this relationship back on track, because I do feel that it's been a little bit off lately. Again, I think it goes back to them having all these ideas, saying, you know, nice, pretty words, but then things always go off track. The course never seems to be there. The path or the plan and the right direction, it's never quite there. And I think that's something that, you know, they are realizing and are very aware that they haven't been able to deliver on giving that direction, or even working with you to co-create, you know, to come up with, you know, what direction is this going in? How do we want this relationship to look? What's our plan for the future? So I think they're realizing that that also has to be created here. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Okay, so I feel like there might be something here that is going to help the two of you. Now, to me, I'm getting an energy of therapy from this. Okay, so maybe for some of these issues here, the two of you might seek some sort of couples therapy, you know, where you guys are like, you both, like, that handshake is your agreement with each other, as well as your therapist, that you're going to take some time. It doesn't have to be a long period of time, but you'll take some time to, you know, work on these issues and get this relationship back on course. We're getting ear. Good news. Beautiful. Okay. To me, this is about, yes, there is good news coming your way. But also I feel like this ear represents your person wanting to listen to you more. Okay. Because I do feel that at some point, maybe there's been some sort of a struggle around listening to you, around listening to what your needs are, listening to how you want this relationship to be. And I feel like part of the reason why this person may have made all these, like, you know, a lot of big claims or promises of what they're going to do, but not actually following through, is because they're also not listening to exactly what it is that you want. They've been very much in their head and more focused on what they want or what they think should be, right? And there's a difference between what you think should be and what your partner wants to create with you together. Okay, so let's put their realizations into words. And if you could take a second to give this video a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for your support. I know it just seems like nothing, right? It's free, it's just a click, but you have no idea how much it helps me, my family, and the channel. I have toxic people and situations in life that keep me from being with you. I'm too weak to fight it. Okay, so that might be another reason for some of you why this person says a lot of stuff, has these big ideas, and maybe they have these big ideas and plans, but then they're not able to follow through on them. For some of you, that might be because there is something else in the environment, other people, other parties that are keeping your person also stuck, or that they're letting them, you know, they're letting these other people keep them stuck. Can you let go of the past and forgive me? Can you trust me again with your heart? Okay. So yeah, this person, for some of you, you may have separated from this person for, you know, for now, because things were not working out. So this person, you know, is still wanting to let go of the past. They're still wanting your forgiveness. And didn't I say the trust? It's interesting that that came below that Seven of Pentacles, because I said they understand that they're going to have to build their way to you trusting them again. You're so special. You're truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough. Oh, beautiful. So even more realization of how special you are. What else are they realizing about you, group one? Beautiful. So So they're also realizing that they need to be more open-minded. That Three of Swords, again, being so much in your head space, right? Lack mentality. I think a lot of that negativity or toxic thoughts are also very limiting. It's time to open up your mind. I think that is one thing that they are really working on here. How can they receive? How can both of you receive each other better? Receive your thoughts, receive each other's feelings. How can we be more open and ready to not to expect good things, right? To expect this like good news that is coming. How can we be more open to expecting the best, that this relationship is headed in the right direction, instead of always wondering, oh, when is it going to end? When am I going to disappoint, right? So I love that there is an opening up energy. And look at this. They've realized that you are their soulmate for sure. Okay, you are their divine counterpart. And that is all the more reason why they wish to receive, right? They want to receive everything, all the gifts, underneath all of these like kind of layers of toxic thoughts. They want to receive all the beauty and the love that is actually underneath that, right? But might right now be hidden or obscured by those layers of self-doubt. Okay, beautiful. So I feel like I feel like for some of you, there is a special message here. For those of you who are long distance, they are also realizing that they want to travel to be closer to you. They may ask you to travel. They may want to meet you somewhere. For others of you who this isn't long distance, I just feel like this is about movement, moving the relationship forward. Okay, it's time for movement and momentum. They want to move this forward. They want to have adventures with you. They want to spend time with you. They want to, go somewhere with you and have an adventure and explore a new place, and a new place in the world, as well as a new place for the two of you and your relationship. Okay, beautiful. So this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. They're great problem solvers for your urgent questions at home. So you can go to livetarot.com to check out everything. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose Embrace the Flow of Life. Let's see what your person is realizing about you. So we will start with your tarot, and then we will open up these oracle cards. What are they realizing about group 2, Spirit? We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the first thing I think, and the biggest realization that is coming through here, is that your person really is beginning to see that maybe they have been quite selfish in this relationship, that they have definitely been holding back and not really truly opening themselves up or giving of themselves fully. There's something in this person that definitely has a hard time letting go, even if they want to let go, even if they are starting to feel like they can just open up to somebody. I think this person really does struggle. There is a definite difference between them desiring or wanting to open up and actually doing it. This person can definitely have issues about generosity. Okay. And when I say generosity, not necessarily about money, although they could, right? Like that's a side issue. But when it comes to love and their relationship with you, I think they struggle with the generosity of being giving of their love, not testing. See, I feel like there's something in this person and they're realizing that maybe it is wrong, but I feel like whether they are consciously doing it or unconsciously doing it, this person tends to test people before they can open up or give to somebody emotionally or in a relationship or even in a friendship. I feel like that is the case in almost every relationship this person has in their life, other than like immediate family. I feel like this person has been either raised or conditioned to be very testing. Okay, they test people, and until they feel like they can trust this person, or until they feel like they won't lose something from the exchange, they will not give. The generosity is not there. And when I mean generosity, also I mean the giving of their time, the giving of their attention, the giving of their of them even thinking of you or caring about you. I feel like this person is not somebody who is quick to give and doesn't necessarily have the most giving heart. And I think that's something they're realizing that they do need to work on if they want real love in their life. I feel like they have definitely paid the price in their life. This attitude or this way of being or this way of living is not without its consequences. And I think your person is realizing that. If you have stepped away from this person, or at least, temporarily you've decided that, you don't wish to speak to them right now because you are thinking things through, this person is also starting to see that there are consequences to their lack of generosity. There's definite and real consequences that the less that they are giving, the less that they are receiving. Okay, they're starting to see that there is a reciprocity in the world, that there is in life a sense of cause and effect, and the wheel keeps turning. I just feel like there is a repetition. Sometimes the wheel is about like, okay, we are ending this cycle and we are going to start a new one. And I feel like they're realizing that they absolutely do want to do that. They want to end the cycle of being selfish. They want to end the cycle of them not being able to give. But there's also a repetitive energy on the Wheel of Fortune as well, is that it can keep turning and churning the same thing. So I feel like this person is also realizing that they're going to truly have to do the work to not let this Wheel of Fortune repeat back what it's already been giving, which is them not being able to open up to being more in this Queen of Wands energy, which is the energy of actually taking action out in the world and of giving to the world. I think the Queen of Wands energy is very much like an opposing force to that Four of Pentacles, because this energy is about actually not holding yourself back, but putting yourself out there, right? Like this is the energy of I am holding myself back, maybe from my, from my fear of loss, from my fear of getting hurt, but while I'm doing that, I'm also holding myself back from having real love, right? Like again, every action, every position you take has its own set of pros and cons and consequences. So your person is realizing if they are losing you, if they're in the process of losing you, you might be losing interest in this person. You might be questioning whether you wish to be with this person. They are feeling that, and they are realizing that this is the consequence of them not stepping into a more bold energy. I feel like you want this person, group 2, to step into a bolder energy. You want them to take more action. You want them to be more brave. You want them to put themselves out there for you as well as the world. And I think that has been their struggle. That has been the way in which this person also tends to hide out. I wouldn't be surprised if this person was more of a bit of a hermit as well. They tend to hide away. They may have lower self-esteem or lower self-confidence. They're not quick to put themselves out there. They're not quick to take action. They can be somebody who can be a little bit more withdrawn. They might be triggered to withdraw. But I feel like what they're realizing is that if they want you in their life, if they want the love and connection that they feel with you, and it might even be that they haven't felt this way in a very long time. If they're used to not being generous, if they're used to being in that Four of Pentacles energy, this may be a person who has not been in love for a while. And I feel like with you, they are. And that is what is like drawing them out. It's like, oh, I haven't felt this in a long time. Maybe this is a new phase for us, for me. Maybe I can be a better person in this phase. Maybe there is something that if I can open up and realize this, then I can deserve this energy. Like I can step into this energy and I can deserve this love or this connection that I have. See, overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So I feel like they're also realizing that, this kind of like, if you look at the sword that's stuck in the stone, I just feel like it is definitely their heroic moment. It's like they have to pull that sword out of the stone for themselves and for you, for this relationship to work, for it to move forward. I feel like they are rising to the challenge that is being presented here. Okay, they're seeing that this Four of Pentacles attitude is keeping them from you. It's keeping them from what they could have with you. And I think they truly do, deep down inside, cherish and treasure what they could have with you, even if it is just a potential right now. Even if it's just like, okay, we haven't even touched the surface. Like we haven't even scratched the surface of what is possible between us because of these issues. And so it's almost like they are seeing a doorway into a beautiful new world, a world that they can have if they're willing to overcome, okay? If they're willing to pull that sword out of the stone and start doing things differently than what they've always done before. See, knowledge, seek knowledge. So I feel like this person is definitely realizing that it's time for them to seek self-knowledge. I feel like there are things, group 2, that you can see in them that maybe they have not been able to see in themselves. So I feel like you have knowledge of yourself and you understand or have knowledge of this person. But because of that Four of Pentacles being such a limiting energy, it's almost like this person doesn't have the self-awareness for themselves. Okay, like their knowledge of themselves can be limited. And you might be shocked by that. But there is definitely something in this person that up until this time period hasn't been the greatest about looking internally. Okay, sometimes this person has been so focused on how the outside world is treating them or has treated them in the past. There might be a bit of a victim mentality. There might be a bit of the world has done me wrong. That is why I've become this Four of Pentacles person. So it's like, while they feel like they understand the world or what the people on the outside or situations outside of them are doing, they don't look inside to understand or know themselves. And I feel like they're realizing, again, if they want this relationship, if they truly wish to be with you, and if you have left this person, if they want to win you back, they're going to have to start, stop focusing on how the world is treating them or what the world is doing to them, and start focusing on going inward, on how they can learn about themselves and what they need to overcome to be in a better place to love. Such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality, coming home. Exactly. See, this person is realizing that it is time to really get real about who they are, where they've been, how they've been acting. Why are they so selfish in terms of like not being able to give of themselves, their attention, their affection, their love? Why are they not fully able to ground themselves in the real, in the relationship, come home to you, literally and symbolically, like you are their home, right? You are the home for their heart, their energy, their soul, even physically, like, building a home with you, creating a home with you. Why are they not able to be in that reality? Why are they still living in the kind of concepts that they've built up in their mind about why they can't give? Okay. Wow. I do feel that there's some big realizations coming through from this person. feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere, okay? So I feel like this person, they do think a little down upon themselves. I feel like with that Four of Pentacles energy, I feel like this is how they think of themselves. I feel like this person thinks that they can be undependable and insincere, or they have been in the past, again, because they haven't been willing to give. And this is something I feel like is coming through the self-knowledge, you know, as they are starting to get real with themselves, as they're starting to kind of really look within and say, okay, I need to know myself. And if I were to be brutally honest about myself, yeah, I have been undependable and insincere because I've been in that Four of Pentacles energy. I haven't really been able to give to anybody. And because I haven't been able to give, I am insincere. I only give to a certain point. After that, I'm not genuine in giving of my love or attention or affection, right? So, and I can be undependable because when I feel like people are getting too close, I run. That's also another Four of Pentacles energy. Like when, you know, you just feel like you are so closed off that when someone gets too close to you, you tend to, you know, run away. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. See, this is why I feel like this person, as they are opening up their own knowledge of themselves, as they are getting brutally honest with who they are, I feel like that is where they're realizing is where the opportunity lies. Like if they can identify and see that part of themselves and start improving it, growing, being a better person, then the possibilities and the path of getting to you, of being with someone like you, will open up to them. That's that archway. This is the archway that they are looking for. Okay, so let's see in terms of putting their realizations into actual words. And if you could take a second to give this video a like and a subscribe. It is so easy. It may seem like nothing, but you have no idea how much it actually helps me, my kids, and the channel. So thank you. You're the love of my life. You make me want to be a better person. See, there you go. Four of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Spirit. You see, there's a confirmation. Because all of these energies are about them wanting to grow and be a better person. I want to be happy and content with you. I cheated you out of real love. I ghosted you because of my own insecurities. Okay, so with that Four of Pentacles energy, maybe for some of you, this person disappeared, held back, really stepped back big time. And that's not surprising because Four of Pentacles to me is a ghosting energy, you know. Let me go. You deserve all the good things in this world, and right now I'm not in a space to give you the type of connection you deserve. Live your life and let me go. Okay, so that is a special message for some of you who, you know, this person's issues about not being able to open up, about their lack, like I said, of generosity, their lack of being able to give to a relationship and to give to you, could be for some of you very severe. Okay, and this goes back to what I said in the introduction of this entire reading. If you didn't listen, if you skipped straight to the readings itself, I encourage you to go back and listen to the introduction of what I said about, you know, what these readings are for, who they are for, who they are for not. And what to do if you are in a situation where somebody's issues are just so severe, they have nothing to do with you, you don't take them personally, but sometimes you do have to walk away because that person is just not ready to give you what you deserve, and you shouldn't have to suffer for that. Okay, so that's a special message for those of you who this person just may be out of reach at this time, and it's not because of you, group 2. See, so this person could very much be in solitude right now. Okay, they might be retreating, they're introspecting, they might be in silence right now. So whatever realizations are coming to them are definitely coming to them from this sense of solitude, and they may need that. You know, they may have needed that space to figure out why they're acting this way, because see, they do realize that they want to expand, they want to evolve, they want to ascend, they want something better. And I love this because as you can see throughout this reading, depending on each of your individual situations, group 2, some people right now are really in a bad place. They are, withdrawn, and they're dealing with it on their own. Others of them are really dedicated to looking internally so that they can be better for you, so they can show up as a better partner, right? So there's going to be a spectrum of different types of experiences that you're having, with this person wanting to grow. But how are they growing? Are they reaching their potential? Are they trying to reach a potential of growth? Are they exploring that opportunity for healing? Are they doing the work? So I feel like for many of you, your person is realizing this. They are trying to reach that potential. They are doing the work, but obviously it's going to be to various different degrees depending on your person and your situation. But overall, there is a desire there that we are seeing in this reading. So this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me and go in, maybe much more specific and deeper with your person to see where their desires are at, you can do a live reading or a video recording with me. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. They're great problem solvers, right? To answer your questions at home. So everything is at livetarot.com. Make sure you go and check it out. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose keep your heart open. Let's see what your person is realizing about you. So we're going to start with your tarot, and then we'll open up these oracle cards. What are they realizing about group 3, Spirit? Eight of Wands. Ace of Wands. Okay, we're getting Wands heavy reading here. There's a lot of fire energy coming through. Your person could be a fire sign. They don't have to be. And the Empress. Interesting. So I feel like this person is realizing that maybe time is running out. There may have been some sort of a delay in this union. For some of you, you might be separated at this time, so their time is of the essence when it comes to, an opportunity or a window of opportunity to reconcile with you if you are separated at this time. But I feel like one of the things that your person is deeply realizing right now is that they need to do things differently if they want a different result. I feel like they're realizing that something in this connection has gone off track, that at a time there used to be two people who were in the same energy, as in you guys used to have a very clear vision. Both of you were on the same page, but it felt like you were on the same page for a very short amount of time. And for some reason, it shifted rather quickly from, no, we both want the same thing, to now I'm not sure anymore. As in, this person acted like they were not sure anymore. Okay. And it really, they're realizing how much that hurt you, because I think that initially they were very convincing that they are on the same page as you, that you both want the same things, and they were very communicative. I feel like in the beginning there was this intense magnetic connection between the two of you, and there was just a lot of communication. Okay, I'm getting the energy of a lot of communication going on. To me, this Empress energy represents a few different things, which I will get to. But to me, even before we get deeper into what this Empress means, I just feel like this is about, like, there was this desire to create something. And that desire, because the Empress is about creation, right? It's like about the birthing of something new, of the birthing of something exciting and the reaching of a particular potential. So I feel like initially there was so much energy around, we are creating something here, something that is exciting, something that is new, something that maybe we haven't felt before or done before. And so I feel like for a time, both of you were definitely on the same page, and then something just went off. Like I feel like there's an energy of a switch that somehow went off in this person, and they went from being very, very communicative, like, you know, they may have texted you a lot, they may have talked to you a lot, they may have connected with you a lot, and they went from that to just dialing it back, you know, dialing it back. And they're realizing that maybe they made the mistake of coming on too fast and too strong. And now when they somehow reach that point of realization, something in them felt very uncomfortable, so they pulled back. And now I feel like they're pulling back towards you again with this sense of, okay, I'm wasting time here. I've pulled back. I have not been the same person that I was before. And now it's like time is being wasted because I'm not here or there. I feel like there's an energy of not here or there. It's like they don't want to not be with you. Like they don't want to be separated from you, but then they're not putting in the effort in the same way as they were before to be with you. Okay, so there's something here about them needing Ace of Wands and realizing that it's time to do things differently, that maybe the way that they have approached this relationship, the things that they've done so far, or the action that they have taken, have not been enough. They have been very kind of inadequate, inconsistent, and they may have really hurt you, because it's very hard as a human being to deal with somebody who's on and off, you know, who seemed to be so with you in the beginning, and then over a short period of time just became a very different person. So I feel like what they're realizing is this Ace of Wands, that, you know, if they truly want to get this relationship back on track, if they're feeling the time pressure that, hey, you know, like group 3 isn't going to just wait around for me forever. Group 3 is going to give me a chance, maybe even a second chance. But after that, you, group 3, really do also believe in yourself. And that's the other energy that I'm getting from the Empress, is that you know your own value as well. So you're not going to continue to play these back and forth games with this person. And I'm not saying that they're intentionally playing games, but they definitely have something within them that needs to be addressed, like the reason why they're doing this. And it may be as simple as, you know, they jumped into something before they were fully ready because they were so excited. And I feel like that's the third thing this Empress energy represents, is that they were so attracted to you that they could not help but jump right in, right? And that initially it was that crazy physical chemistry, that crazy magnetic attraction. There's just something about you that was so special. Like they could see themselves having babies with you if you were in that phase of life. You know, they could just see everything with you. But I think that once that initial euphoria starts to go down, this person started to see their own kind of insecurities and their own shortcomings, right? Impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. So this is where I feel like they realized that at some point, while you were on the same page, as they were backtracking, or as they were kind of like, you know, coming to what they thought was their senses, that, hey, I shouldn't just jump into this. I should, you know, take my time. You know, maybe I'm going too fast, too soon. That you may have reached some point of an impasse where you were used to a certain level of attention, affection, and care and engagement from this person. And what I mean engagement is like the way that how much do they text you? How much do they contact you? How much do they talk to you? You got to a point where you were very happy with the level of their engagement with you, but then they dialed it back. and you reached an impasse where you didn't agree. Like you felt that they should have stayed consistent with the way that they were engaging with you, and they felt like they had some reason to step back. So now they're reflecting and redirecting. Okay, so they're realizing that maybe, you know, they step back in their energy, in their effort towards you in a way that wasn't fair. Okay, so they're realizing that if they step back, if they withdrew their energy after being so enthusiastic and so present with you, that that's actually not fair to you. That's actually very hurtful. And it can be very devastating to somebody's heart. And I think they're realizing that. Competition, summon courage and self-confidence. So I feel like they're also realizing that you, very much being in this Empress energy, you have other options. Okay, this person is not your only option. You have many, many other options. And I feel like group 3, if you haven't considered that, this would be the time to start really considering and valuing yourself and loving yourself, knowing that you are amazing, and that you, if this person doesn't work out, you have many, many other options. And they are also very aware of that. They are realizing that, again, with that 8 of Wands, the more time goes by, the more time is of the essence, the more time they waste, that, you know, there will be competition for you. Okay, there will be other people in your life. There will be many other people who are interested in you, and this person is realizing that they'll have to compete for your affections because you are coming from this Empress energy. Okay, you are highly attractive. You are highly magnetic to potential other partners. So don't discount that, group 3. Do not discount that. If you haven't thought about it, I feel like there's a special message here from Spirit saying that you are more attractive than you think. So like when you're going about your daily life, whether you're going to the grocery store, you're going to school, you're going to work, you're going to the gym, you're going to a social event, I think you probably don't realize how attractive you are. Okay, so you might be having, you know, people looking at you, people who are very attracted to you, but maybe you don't notice them because your mind is on this person, because you have a special place in your heart for this person. You want to see where this could go. But I feel like this person is aware, and Spirit is very aware that you are highly attractive, and maybe you are just not noticing it where you go. So maybe you should start noticing it, because that's really actually good for you. Investigate, look closely, ask questions, and think before acting. So this person, I feel like they are realizing that they, or at least it's like in their mind, the reason they have slowed down this connection is because they feel like they didn't think before they acted, but actually it's working against them, because instead of going with their heart, I feel like they slowed down this connection because they started getting into their head. Okay, so they went into investigative mode, detective mode. Wait a second, why am I feeling like this? Oh, maybe I should take a closer look. Is this what I should be doing? Should I be giving my heart away so quickly? Should I step back and ask more questions? Should I get to know you better? Like, can I trust you? Like all this doubt and this kind of detective work started coming into this person. And I feel like it put them in their head. It took them out of their heart and their emotions. And I feel like initially they felt justified about that, but now they're starting to feel like maybe that was not a good thing. You know, that maybe that is what got them out of their heart and more into their head space. Hammock. Taking a vacation physically or mentally, yes. So this person really does need a break from the way in which they have let their mind kind of, F with them, right? And with you, unfortunately, okay? So this person may be needing some sort of a mental break, a break from, all of the thoughts that have gotten to where they are right now, which could be not with you, and are getting them to this Ace of Wands, which is knowing that, okay, I need to get out of my head. Maybe I need to take a nap. Maybe I need to roll in this hammock for a while to figure out how I screwed this up and get back on track with that Ace of Wands. Jug. lighthearted, carefree time. Okay, so I feel like this person is wanting to come towards you with more of a lighthearted and carefree spirit, which is probably how they started out with you, and then they got very serious and heavy. So I feel like they're realizing that it's time to come back to that. It's time to come back to making you feel loved, accepted, making you laugh, making you feel good. Like, I feel like that's how they used to be, and then things kind of went off track from there. So let's take a look at let's put their realizations into actual words. And if you could take a second to give this video a like and a subscribe. I mean, it literally takes you a second. It means nothing, but you have no idea how much it actually helps me, my kids, and the channel. So thank you. I've lost faith that real love exists. People have lied to and cheated on me. I'm afraid to open my heart now. Okay, so that might be, for some of you, one of the reasons why this person went in really fast and hot, but then got cold or withdrew. Okay. My heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. Okay, so for some of you, yeah, you like you know, we said before, you may have lost faith in this person because, you know, they were so into you, and then they just withdrew, right? So you're just like, what, you know, what's going on here? You know, like, why should I have faith in you? Why should I believe in you? So I think that's also something they're realizing and regretting. You're mysterious. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. Never really know where I stand with you. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, again, and that coming underneath this Empress energy, yeah, the Empress can be very alluring and very mysterious energy, right? You keep this person on their toes, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. You know, them not knowing where they stand with you, for some of you, I feel like that might be some sort of an excuse for their own behavior. So if that's something they're telling you, I wouldn't fall for that. I would be more aware of how they acknowledge or take responsibility for their own actions. Let's see, what else have they realized? Oh, okay, so this person may have, you know, this person may have been through some sort of a divorce or some sort of a difficult breakup with a karmic partner, and that might be one of the reasons why they are behaving this way at this time. You know, like, that might be a trigger for them. That might be, you know, what they're kind of, some of the damage or some of the behaviors that they're bringing into this connection may actually come from some sort of an experience with a past partner. And I think they're also starting to realize that, you know, they can't put that on you. Okay, they just can't. It's not your responsibility to deal with that. Yeah, so they realize that they have also been unawakened, that there's definitely some sort of an ego battle that might be going on, and it might be that ego that is rearing its ugly head that has made them kind of go from very hot and heavy with you to maybe kind of like a little bit more withdrawn or cold with you. It's like they've let their ego shut down that heart space energy. You know, and the ego is always the mind, right? It's always the energy of the mind. So that makes sense, because if this person has, you know, gotten into their heads and out of their hearts, then that's where that definite egoic energy comes from. Okay, so they realize that this is a sacred journey. They want to be on this journey with you. This car, it's like they want to take this journey with you. They want you back in this car with them, going places with them. And this is also about them realizing that there are certain things about themselves. This is also a journey inward, okay, of self-discovery. And that the more they go inward and also understand themselves and why they're acting this way, the better things are going to get with you, the better partner they can become for you. So this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading, you could do the live or the video recording. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. They're great problem solvers for your questions at home. You can check out everything at livetarot.com. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next one.